Good morning. I did not vlog yesterday after the very fun get together. The kids were off school yesterday, so we all just kind of spent the day together when I got done working. And then the work I couldn't show you guys because it was the gnome clubs and they are a surprise, and those are going out today. I have a pile of finishing that I need to do tonight. I have ends everywhere. I have socks for Adam, then in Patton's Croix blue striped rag. I know that you guys know this colorway, it's very popular. Rory's little bitty Totoro mittens are done. They need to be blocked, and I stitched her name and the G for Goodall rather than putting a tag or something on them. I was already doing color work, so I just replaced whatever chart was right here with her name. So, and then of course whenever she inherits these for her children, they'll just know it was Mom's. And then I also finished Adam's mittens, which are going to be eventually a pattern that I release. So here they are on, and then the thumbs come back too. So I do, as I've taken some time away from them, because last night I finished them, and I just, every single time, even with the Raven mittens, when I finish a design, I'm just like, I hate it. I'm never publishing it. Anyway, so these are for him. This was knit in Simply Wool from Knit Picks. It is undyed. It was filled with lanolin. My hands were very sticky while I was working on it, which was fine because I like anything that reminds me that it came from a sheep. And when I washed them, the water was yellow, so there was lots of lanolin in it. But it's a super simple pattern. He likes them. He says that they're perfect. He says they're exactly what he wanted. He wanted a pair of mittens that would that he could draw with, because he also is an artist, so he always takes just a little pocket artist book with him everywhere. And he also has a program on his smartphone that he can like sketch with his stylus. So he wanted his dominant hand to be able to, when he wanted to draw, he wanted 2 fingers out so that he could hold his pen. So the pattern would have options for 2 fingers, a 2-finger hole, or 1. For me, they're probably going to be something like when I need to get my debit card out, when I go grocery shopping, or to sign a check, or to fiddle with the radio or something like that, or to help the kids with their seat belts, all those types of things. Anyway, I've got to get to work. I've got to get Rory to the salon. So I just got back from the salon and I'm happy again with my hair. Roots look good now. But my hairstylist has been my hairstylist for a decade, if not more, and she has always just been very happy to see how much how curly she can get my hair to go, which when encouraged it just goes out to here. So I came home and had to tame it because she took a curling iron to it. We don't do that. It goes like, what? Come here. Come here. She thinks she missed me. So anyway, I'm going to get the chili ready for us to eat and get the kids some dinner and sit down and hopefully finish a pair of mittens tonight. Does that sound good? Yeah? Does that sound good? Hmm? Yeah, this sounds good. So the kids are having some quiet time before bed. It's about it's almost 7 o'clock. So I'm working on a banner that says Simply Serving Designs to go over the tops of my patterns. I've seen a few other designers who are also artists that include these illustrations throughout their patterns, and I've mentioned before it's just been my dream to do that for a while. So I need to finish watercolor for that little design that's going to go in the Consider the Raven mittens, and then this design, when I finish it, will go at the top of all of my patterns. So I'm really excited. I tried to include things that I love, that I feel like describe me. Flip the camera around and hello. Show you guys some of the things I included. So I have here some Queen Anne's lace. Adam and I had our engagement pictures taken in a meadow that was filled with Queen Anne's lace, and it was so beautiful. So that's what that is. I love candles, pretty straightforward there. I love mittens, also straightforward. Woody just tried to knock over my other drawing. There's lavender throughout everything, and then I have roses. The first home that I remember as a kid, my parents grew rose bushes. Of course, hot drinks, of course. I mean, how could we not? A raven, or a crow, if you prefer. It doesn't matter to me, just a blackbird. Excuse you. Oh, are you going to help? Are you going to help tell us what it is? That is a very, very close shot of your face. So I do think I've decided to keep this grayscale and like a heavy ink drawing, because that's really where my style kind of is. I've only done watercolor for the past couple years or so, but I've always loved ink drawings. So I think that I'm going to try to give it almost like a Victorian illustration look. So that way I don't have to worry about a color palette contrasting with whatever my pattern looks like. Like if I'm using a certain color palette within the formatting of a pattern, I don't have to worry about a grayscale ink drawing contrasting with that. So not that anyone cares, it's just my own preference.